Ladies and gentlemen, I think we are live, man. I'm Brendan. This is your November the 18th, 2020 NXT review. NXT last night was a great show. Gotta give Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Road Dogg credit for producing this show, making it look good. We got Leon Ruff retaining his North American title over Johnny Gargano. We got Dexter and Lumis picking up the win over Cameron Grimes. And we got Candice, LeRae, and Indi Hartwell with their match against Kayden Carter and Kacy Catanzaro. And we got Arturo Ruas versus Kushida. Of course, Kushida picked up the victory over Ruas in his match. And we got Dakota, and Raquel Gonzalez versus Ember and Toni Storm. And we got Thatcher versus his student, August Gray. And we got Io Shirai retaining her NXT Women's Championship over Rhea Ripley. And we got the surprise returns of Finn Balor and Undisputed Era. And I got some NXT news on Rhea Ripley possibly being called up to the main roster again. Or should I say, Rhea Ripley likely heading for the main roster. Even better. And WWE NXT announces Wargames pay-per-view. Also, WWE announces a main event match for NXT Wargames pay-per-view. So we're going to go over all that right here on my YouTube channel, folks. Be sure you hit that like, subscribe button. Turn on that bell for all notifications. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter at Ingram Wrestling. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. The championship match. So we got Leon Ruff versus Johnny Gargano for the North American Championship match. So here's what went on with this match. So after Leon enters the ring, we see a recap. We see a recap of Ruff winning the match against Gargano. Gargano comes out and makes them shut off the recap video. So then he says that last week was a fluke and Ruff is a pawn of Damian Priest. So Gargano says that Ruff is a joke, but the joke is over tonight. Gargano cheap shots Ruff, but Ruff says that he is ready for the match. Gargano drives Ruff into the corner, then wipes Ruff hard across the ring. Gargano picks up Ruff and lays into him with forearms and chops. So then Ruff comes back with chops of his own, then strikes at Gargano's midsection. Then he evades Gargano's suplex attempt, catching him with a dropkick, sending Gargano out of the ring. So then Ruff hits a dive over the top rope onto Gargano, then rolls Gargano into the ring. So then Ruff goes for the crucifix pin attempt. Well, he goes for the crucifix pin again, but Gargano blocks and takes out Ruff with a clothesline. Gargano lawn dirts Ruff into the corner. Gargano picks up Ruff and lawn dirts him again into the opposite corner. Gargano drags Ruff into the middle of the ring. Gargano looks poised. He looks poised for a DIY style super kick. but is distracted by Damian Priest coming down the ramp. So Ruff tries to roll up Gargano for the victory, but Gargano kicked out. Ruff lays out Gargano with a clothesline and goes for a splash from the top rope, where Gargano rolls out of the way and catches Ruff with a super kick. Gargano picks up Ruff and hits him with a powerbomb. Gargano hits Ruff with one final beat and pins Ruff. Gargano had the match won, but Damian Priest pulls Ruff out of the ring. Ruff looks at Priest with a questioning look, and Priest says, "Sorry, kid," then knocks him out with a forearm to the face, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. That was hilarious, man. That was hilarious. I don't think that was the reaction I was looking for. I think the reaction I was actually looking for is, wait for it. The reaction I was looking for actually was this. That's the one I was looking for. There we go. Yeah. He knocks him out with a forearm to the face. I just thought that was funny. Usually, that's not how I really laugh. But anyways, Leon Russ, he wins by disqualification. So basically, Damian Priest cost Johnny Gargano the match. Johnny Gargano wasn't too happy. He wasn't too pleased, which he rightfully shouldn't be. As he rightfully should be. He shouldn't be unhappy, man. I mean, why would Damian Priest do something like that? I mean, I guess he did it to help out Leon Ruff again, like last Wednesday. But anyways, Leon Ruff retains over Johnny Gargano, folks. And I don't even think I have a reaction to this match. We learned that Ruff is a very, very good professional wrestler. He is. He really is. He is an absolutely great professional wrestler, but my God, man. You gotta let him open up and show what he can do. Especially if you want us to believe he's worthy of a North American Championship. Because right now, he's still a joke. WWE NXT. Bruce! I don't know. I doubt he's heavily involved with NXT. I doubt it. Given the circumstances of it. Anyways. Karen Grimes. Is that what you all want on your TVs? Karen Grimes? I hope not. So he's backstage talking about how he isn't scared of Dexter Lumis anymore. And he is going to beat Lumis in their upcoming match right after a commercial break. So back from commercial break, Rhea Ripley, former NXT champion, former NXT UK women's champion. Well, she was former NXT women's champion. She was both. So she's shown arriving at the arena for her main event. So we got Dexter Lumis versus Cameron Grimes in a blindfold match. I thought this match was good, but it was pretty boring at the same time. I mean, why would anybody want to watch a fucking blindfold match on WWE television? Are you fucking serious? Are you joking? You gotta be fucking kidding me. I mean, I know I wouldn't want to watch a blindfold match. Didn't have nothing to do with entertaining, I know that. This didn't even look creative to me, this blindfold match. So we got Dexter Lumis versus Cameron Grimes. Need to find Cameron Grimes real quick. Need to find Cameron Grimes. There's Cameron Grimes. So, we got Grimes and Lumis putting their blindfolds on. Grimes going for a flying crossbody, but completely misses Lumis. So, Grimes taunts the crowd, and Lumis is completely still not going after Grimes at all. Grimes runs around the ring, spooking himself by running into turnbuckles and ropes. So Grimes swings at the referee, but the referee ducks. Lumis has slowly moved towards the middle of the ring, but is still not pursuing Lumis. So Grimes ducks the referee and continues to attack him. Grimes takes off his blindfold, only to realize that he has not beaten Lumis. But the referee, he looks at Lumis and realizes that he has an advantage. Oh, really? Grimes goes for a cave-in, but Lumis dodges. Grimes grabs at Lumis, accidentally removing the blindfold. So Lumis takes Grimes out with a clothesline and bulldog, then goes for the silence. Grimes counters and runs out of the ring. Lumis chases and tossing Grimes into the fence at ringside, just like I want to pick up this remote and toss it at the TV, toss it at Cameron Grimes, because I don't like seeing him on my TV. Anyways, Grimes keeps trying to run, but Lumis continues to chase him. Lumis tosses Grimes into the fence again and again, chasing him around the ringside. Lumis tosses Grimes into the fence from a distance, and Grimes is able to climb the fence, getting to the other side and running away. Backstage, William Regal is reprimanding Damian Priest for interfering. Oh, he's reprimanding Damian Priest for interfering in the match between Ruff and Gargano. So Priest says that he was just joking around. Oh, really? Well, Damian Priest, good try, but Ruff didn't take it too well. Ruff shows up, upset that Priest was calling him a joke. Oh, man. Actually, you should call him the older version of Luigi. I mean, not to mention he looks like Drake Mavericks, and not to mention he looks like the size of Rey Mysterio. Anyways. As I was saying, Ruff says that he is the champion and he should be able to retain it on his own. He slaps Priest, saying, I'm no one's joke, and walks off. Man, that little tiny little shrimp mother... I'm just playing. Seriously. Backstage, or should I say, commercial break. So before commercial break, William Regal looked at Priest and says, serves you right, before walking away himself. Now, that's what I call entertainment. That's what I call hilarious. You want entertainment? There you go. Oh, man. So they go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Shotzi Blackheart is talking about how Candice needs an army because on December the 6th, we are going to war, announcing that NXT TakeOver Wargames 2020 is coming in just a few weeks. Had to take a sip of my Kool-Aid for a minute. Oh, I feel much better now. Well, we got Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell versus Kayden Carter and Kacy Catanzaro. Now, I wonder what anybody thought of this match and what is y'all, comment down in the section below what y'all's reaction to this match, man. I mean, what did y'all think of this tag match? Was it boring? Was it good? Was it solid? I want y'all's thoughts on this match. I don't think it was too bad. So, here's what went down with it. So, Indi and Carter start the match. Carter goes for a takedown, but Hartwell blocks. So then Carter is able to drag Hartwell into her corner and tags in Kacy Catanzaro. Catanzaro and Carter tag in frequently and quickly, hitting a kick and senton combo. Man, that kick and senton combo was good. That was a great move, man. Absolutely great move by these two, man. These two young ladies. They're improving, man. They really are. Definitely. Pinning Hartwell for 2. So Hartwell tags Candice in. Kacy takes Candice down with a drop kick, but Candice hits Kacy with a knee to the midsection. Apparently that wasn't enough to take down Candice because she got back up. Candice whips Kacy into her corner, tagging in Indi. Indi stomps away at Kacy in the corner. So then we got Indi throwing Kacy hard into the corner. And she threw her into the corner like she was nothing. That's like Kane chunk slamming Rey Mysterio on the announce table. I mean, I'm just saying. Indi hits Kacy with a sidewalk slam, pinning her for 2. Indi tags Candice in. Candice hits a scoop slam on Kacy and goes for a senton. But Kacy dodges and tags in Kayden Carter. Carter takes Indi off the apron and lays into Candice with strikes to the chest. You know what, man? Those stripes to the chest sound like this. Shotgun. That's how those strikes sound. You know what I'm saying? Kayden hits Candice with a scissor kick, pinning Candice for 2. Carter goes for a face wash kick, but Candice pulls Carter's hair, tossing her to the mat. Candice hits a suplex on Carter and locks in a submission. Kacy tries to break up the submission, but Indi pulled Kacy out of the ring, hitting her with a big boot. Candice stomps on Carter, sending her face first into the mat, pinning her for the win. And also hitting her with the big boot reminds me of this. Yeah, you know I'm hilarious. Thank you. Anyways. So, this match wasn't too bad. I mean, Candice LeRae, Indi Hartwell, man, they did what they had to do in this match. They deserved this win for a lot of reasons. For a lot of reasons. Like I said, Great match between these two teams, man. They put in some great effort. Candice LeRae has her team set for Wargames. Oh, no, that's going to happen anyway. I mean, I'm just saying. So, guess we're just going to find out who's the last member, man. I can't wait for Wargames, man. Everybody is excited for Wargames. I've seen a lot of tweets saying, oh, I'm excited for Wargames. Oh, I can't wait for Undisputed Ember versus Pat McAfee. Oh, yeah, folks, you're not the only ones that's excited. Calm down. Jesus Christ, man. God. Sound like a bunch of hyena whoops out there, man. My God. My God, man. Jeez. But seriously, this was a decent women's tag team match between Candice LeRae, Indi Hartwell, and Kacy, Catanzaro, and Kayden Carter. The women's division is on a roll. No, like literally. They're literally on a roll. Women's divisions just got a lot more better. Especially with that Xia Li and Boa storyline. That new storyline that NXT is going with right now. That's currently got us wondering who's going to be involved in that storyline. Anyways. We got a short video package for Arturo Reyes. I don't know if I said his name right. I probably didn't. Saying that he is up next after a commercial break. So, back from commercial, Io Shirai, one of my favorite NXT Women's Champions. She is shown arriving at the arena. So we got Reyes versus Kushida. Luckily, I still have Reyes. Lucky me, right? That's right. Kushida versus Arturo. Man, this was a hard-hitting match, man. Two different fucking styles, man, going at it, man. It's always great to see two different styles going at it at each other in the ring, man. Hard-hitting as it gets, man. Kushida and Reyes trade takedown attempts. Reyes is able to get Kushida on his back. Kushida gets to his feet. Reyes goes for a standing Kimura, but Kushida blocks and with kicks. Reyes takes Kushida down for a knee to the face, then takes him down by the knee. So then Reyes picks up Kushida and forces his attack on Kushida. Mackenzie Mitchell tells us that Finn Balor still has not arrived at the arena, but he will have all the time he needs to address the NXT universe. Back in the ring, Reyes is manipulating Kushida's hand. So Kushida kicks at Reyes, but Reyes goes again for the standing Kimura. Reyes takes Kushida to the mat. Kushida gets to his feet and hits a drop kick and overhead kick on Reyes. Let me remind you, Reyes is actually from Brazil. Reyes is actually from Brazil as well. Cesar Bonani is from Brazil as well. He was on AEW. That's the guy that was on the AEW roster. I guess he's currently signed with AEW, but I'm not sure. But they're all from Brazil. Anyways, Kushida hits Reyes with a hip toss and a drop kick, then pins Reyes for 2. Kushida goes after Reyes' left arm. Ooh, that had to hurt. Stomping on the hand. Ooh, that had to hurt even more. Reyes kicks Kushida in the face. Or Kushida goes for a Kimura lock. Oh, I think I'd probably be done tapped out of that by now. Kushida is unable to completely lock in the hold. Reyes tries to pick Kushida's ankle, but Kushida blocked, bridging Reyes into the pinfall attempt for the win. Gotta drink my Kool-Aid off of this one. Man, this was a hard-hitting match, man. These two win. These two were great in the ring, man. I think they got great chemistry. I'm just gonna say. Pretty great match between Kushida and Reyes. Like I said, their styles is good. I like the contrast of mixing of styles between the two. Already am, well, kinda a fan of Kushida. I'm not that much of a fan of him. Kinda. I'm a fan of Reyes because of the simple fact that he has a mixed martial arts background. That's why I'm a fan of him. But I want to see more of him. It will be interesting to see what WWE is going to do with this guy now that he's back with NXT. He was on Raw, now he's back with NXT. I wonder if Dakota is going to be sent back to NXT or not, because they haven't used him on TV either. But nice hard-hitting match. But Kushida was the better man in this match at the end of the day. So, anyways, Ember Moon and Toni Storm are backstage getting interviewed about their upcoming tag team match against Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. Moon and Storm talk about how they have a common enemy with Kai and Gonzalez. They agree to put their differences aside to take out Kai and Gonzalez. And that match was up after a commercial break. So after commercial, there was a hype package for the match between Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley. This was a great hype package. It was really great. I enjoyed it. Superstars backstage like Kushida, Timothy Thatcher, Triple H, Damien Priest, and Shawn Michaels are asked who they think will win. Everyone giving various answers. I'm surprised Timothy Thatcher's name was mentioned, given that there is nobody that is a big fan of Timothy Thatcher, given nobody really likes the guy. Ooh, at least we didn't see that Thatch Can segment on NXT last night. Oh my God, I am getting sick and tired of seeing that. And that freaking name, though, too. That name of the segment is what I call complete garbage. So I don't want to see no more Thatch Can on NXT. It's not helping the viewership or ratings, so I don't want to see it. Anyways, we got Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez versus Ember Moon and Toni Storm. Toni! She says, "It's Toni time! Stony!" Reminds me of G. That's what he said on that song I was listening to earlier. Ember Moon, former NXT Women's Champion. Toni Storm, former NXT UK Women's Champion. Versus Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. I think Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai are going to be future Women's Tag Team Champions. If they bring the Women's Tag Team Champions to NXT instead of burning them, I think they need to be brought to NXT. Because they've never been used on NXT. Those titles have never been used on NXT at all. Those Women's Tag Team titles. And again, at the same time, it still need to be burnt because they are doing nothing. They have done nothing to the Raw or SmackDown Women's Division, the Women's Tag Team titles. But they would do wonders for the NXT Women's Tag Team Division on that brand. So I think the tag team titles, the Women's Tag Team titles, should go on that brand. I mean, where else do they have to go? I mean, you can't. I mean, SmackDown, Raw are doing bad with them. I think NXT would do more better with those Women's Tag Team titles than Raw and SmackDown. I mean, I hope somebody in here agrees with me with what I'm saying here. Because if you don't agree with me, then we got a problem. Anyways. So, Gonzalez and Storm start the match. They lock up, but Gonzalez has the strength advantage, of course. She's powerful. She's powerless. Anyways, Gonzalez taking Storm down with a shoulder tackle. She tags in Kai, who hits a face wash kick on Storm. Face wash kick. Not sure what that is, but pins her for 2. Kai tosses Storm in the corner, then shoves her boot in Storm's face. Kai pins Storm for 1. Kai picks up Storm, but Storm hits Kai with an atomic drop and a basement drop kick. Storm hits Kai with a suplex, then pins Kai for 2. Kai fights back, clubbing away at Storm's back. Kai tries to kick Storm, but Storm ducks and tags in Moon. Ooh. 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 Ugh. I'm just playing. Moon goes after Gonzalez as Storm sends Kai out of the ring. Then Storm joins Moon, and they clothesline Gonzalez over the top rope and out of the ring as we go to commercial. Back from commercial, Gonzalez is in control of Toni Storm in the ring. Gonzalez picks up Storm by the hair. The Storm takes Gonzalez down with a head scissors. Moon tags in, kicking and striking away at Gonzalez and Kai. Moon hits a stomp and a senton on Gonzalez. Moon follows it up with a kick to Gonzalez's face, then hits a diving codebreaker on Gonzalez. Moon pins Gonzalez, but Kai breaks up the pin at 2. Kai escapes the ring, and Moon chases, but Gonzalez runs interference and hits Moon with a big boot to the face. Yeah, that was pretty bad, Moon. You were basically laying on the ground. You were basically laying on the ground, looking at a size of a chicken. I mean, that's how bad you were. That's how bad you were laying on the ground, like a chicken, like a dead chicken, or a dead squirrel on the road. Anyways. Gonzalez tosses Moon back in the ring and pins her for 2. Gonzalez picks up Moon and locks in a submission on Moon. Moon escapes, then dumps Moon out of the ring. Gonzalez gets back in and hits a pounce on Moon before Moon can make the tag. Kai tags in, pins Moon for 2. Moon is able to get to Storm, and she tags in. Storm hits 3 German suplexes on Kai, then a fisherman suplex, pinning Kai for 2. Oh, you know what this guy thinks of it. That's what that guy thinks, anyways. Storm hits Gonzalez with a headbutt, and Moon comes in and hits a DDT on Gonzalez. Kai hits Moon with a super kick, and Storm and Kai Oh, Storm and Kai hits clotheslines on each other at the same time. Both women falling to the mat. Storm and Kai get to their feet and trade blows. Kai hits a face wash kick on Storm. Kai runs at Storm again. Kayaka! Oh shit, I didn't see that one coming. Anyways. Storm and Kai get to their feet and trade blows. They hit face wash on Storm, and Kai runs at Storm again. Storm hits Kai with a big boot. Gonzalez tosses Storm into the ring post, and Moon hits a dive onto Gonzalez on the outside. Kai realizes that Storm is laid out and looks to take advantage. She tries to pick up Toni Storm, but Storm rolls Kai into an inside cradle, pinning her for 3. Man. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. My God, I really got to feel bad for Dakota Kai. I got to get really upset on that one. I feel bad for her. I mean, I can't. I got no choice, man. I had no choice. I had no choice. Let's do it twice as nice. I feel bad for her, man. Seriously. I mean, that was just messed up, man. I mean, that was just embarrassing. Oh my God, dude. That was just fucking embarrassing, man. I mean, seriously, that was just I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm looking for the word embarrassing or looking for the word whew, bad or hilarious. At this point, I'm just I'm just lost. That's how lost I am. Seriously. Overall, great women's tag team match between Toni Storm and Ember Moon and Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. The NXT women's division, folks, is great. It's great. It's great as it ever been. It's great as it's ever been, the women's division. Man, you know what's sad though? NXT Women's Division is doing way more better than the SmackDown or Raw Women's Division. Wow. You want to talk about sad. Now that right there is what I call sad. Yeah. I don't know where that noise came from. Anyways. Moon and Storm retreat up the ramp, but Indi, Hartwell, and Candice LeRae attack them from behind like cheetahs, man. Wow. I mean, look at the speed of Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell. They ran that fast? Hell, what the fuck? It took them 3 seconds to even attack Toni Storm and Ember Moon from behind, man. Wow. At this point, I might as well just say, well, it's playing, so. Actually, I take that back. I don't even know what I was saying there. But seriously, they attacked them from behind, man. Oh my God. And tossed them back into the ramp. Gonzalez hit each woman with a single arm power bomb. Well, Ember Moon and Toni Storm laid waste at the hands of Raquel Gonzalez. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. So Vince Joseph implies that LeRae is extending an olive branch to Kai and Gonzalez for Wargames. Oh, really? I thought they were thinking this. Oh. Okay, that's just wrong. That's just wrong. I didn't even know it was gonna come up like that, man. Don't take it the wrong way, Candice. Anyways. So, outside the arena, I don't know why I keep saying anyways. That's just how I am, man. When I repeat. So, outside the arena, Pat McAfee, Pete Dunne, Danny Burch, and Arnie Larkin are shown arriving at the arena. Oh, great, it's Pat McAfee, the guy that's got the head like the size of a trophy. He says that they heard that Finn Balor was addressing the NXT universe tonight, and the four of them are interested in what he has to say. So they enter the arena. So backstage, Io Shirai is shown warming up with her match with Rhea, and they go to commercial break. After commercial, we see a recap of Finn Balor, the NXT Championship title defense against Kyle O'Reilly. As Austin Theory likes to say, Dakota Kyle. At NXT TakeOver 31. We're still waiting Finn Balor's arrival. So we got Timothy Thatcher versus Austin Gray. Austin Gray?
Oh no!
Austin Gray? Austin Gray?
Oh no!
What? What? What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. Oh, he's an NXT recruit. Right. That's who he is. Anyways, seriously. Timothy Thatcher versus Austin Gray. Thatcher tosses his jacket at Gray and tries to get the advantages. I bet Austin Gray said, that's what Timothy Thatcher smells like. Gray is able to strike Thatcher down. Gray hits a backslide on Thatcher, pinning him for 2. Thatcher hits Gray with a belly-to-belly suplex. Thatcher locks in a crossface on Gray. Bet I know what old Gray was thinking. Thatcher picks Gray up and hits him with an uppercut, then pins him for 2. Gray sits in the corner, and Thatcher stomps away at him. Thatcher picks up Gray and hits a suplex, pinning Gray for 2. Thatcher goes for a submission, translation, or trans... Oh, I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying at this point.
And the Oscar goes to...
The Oscar goes to NY. I'm just joking. So, yeah, he goes for a submission, transitioning into another pinfall attempt for 2, which that didn't work because Austin Gray still kicked out. Still wasn't enough to take him down. Thatcher picks up Gray and hits him with an uppercut, but Gray fights back with strikes. Thatcher hits Gray with another uppercut and Gray goes down. Thatcher goes for an armbar, but Gray blocks. Thatcher gives up and picks up Gray, hitting another uppercut. Gray fights back with an elbow to the face. Of course, that wasn't enough. Timothy Thatcher picks up the leg on Gray. Gray kicks Thatcher away. Gray lands a series of clubbing blows on Thatcher. Gray catches Thatcher with a super kick. Then goes to the top rope. But, wait a minute. Thatcher catches him and hits a underhook suplex. Then Thatcher locks in a submission and Gray taps out. Man, that's got to be upsetting for Gray. I feel bad for him. Thatcher picks up Gray and tells him not to pick a fight with him. Thatcher goes to do more damage to Gray, but Ciampa comes out. Tommaso! Hold on, better grab the mic like The Rock. Tommaso Ciampa! He comes out. His music hits. Thatcher releases Gray, and he stares Ciampa down. Oh yeah, they were face to face, man. They looked like they were getting ready to fucking go at it. For real. Like, literally. Like, literally, like, seriously. So Ciampa gets in the ring, and Thatcher and Ciampa staring at each other down. Thatcher says, "I've got no problem with you." That's the same thing he said to Dexter Lumis. Man, where that came from. It leaves the ring. Ciampa continues to stare daggers into Thatcher as Thatcher retreats up the ramp. Oh my god, I thought it said Thatcher as Thatcher King. I'm getting ready. I was about to skip this remote control and I was about to just completely turn the TV off. I'm serious. Hey Thatcher, guess what? Ha! Got him! Anyways, Damian Priest is shown heading to the ring for a match of his own. After a commercial break, back from commercial, Ciampa is asked about what his confrontation with Thatcher was about. Ciampa simply says, "I tried to make it clear I want to fight Thatcher," then walks off. Damian Priest comes down for a match, but Gargano attacks him during his entrance. Gargano tosses Priest in the ring. When Priest tosses Gargano across the ring, Gargano hits an enziguri, but Priest hits a roundhouse forearm. Gargano goes out of the ring, and Priest chases. He removes the top of the commentary desk. Priest lays Gargano on the table, but Gargano hits a diving forearm at Priest. Priest hits Gargano with a big boot and tosses Gargano in the ring. Priest gets a chair and looks to get in the ring. Ruff. Oh, God. Ruff runs in and hits a dropkick onto Priest. Ruff reminds me of this. That's Ruff right there, man. Gotta be. It's gotta be. Definitely gotta be him. So, he hits a super kick onto Gargano. He tosses Priest and Gargano out the ring and stands tall. Gargano and Priest stare at Ruff, and Ruff realizes that he has two enemies now. Ooh. Two enemies now. Ooh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Two enemies now. Wait a second. Did he just say two enemies? Did I just say two enemies? Oh, man. Damn, Ruff. You got two big men on your hands now. Ruff gets out of the ring and runs up the ramp. Priest and Gargano briefly stand by side. Priest chases Gargano out of the ring like... Or... That's how bad he wanted Gargano when he chased Gargano out the ring. Anyways, Wade Barrett says that he will not be able Well, actually, he won't be available for commentary next week. Instead, KO will be joining the commentary team in his place. Kevin Owens. Hey, listen! Kevin Owens will be commentary! Yay! Kevin Owens, the former Universal Champion. So, we see a recap of the strange incident with Boa and the Mystery Man last week. And I seen a strange of the Western. Actually, no. I'm just kidding. We see a video of William Regal hunting down Boa. Regal goes to his house and asks Boa, where has he been? As he hasn't reported to the... Regal asks if he means Zaya, and Boa says no. No, Zaya, she's coming. So we get a brief versus Io Shirai. Io Shirai! Io Shirai! Io Shirai! Oh, anyways. Yeah. Commercial break. Back from commercial. William Regal approaches Leon Ruff backstage. Asks Ruff if he has any idea what he is doing. What Ruff needs to be doing is relinquishing that North American title, because he's going to lose it quickly if he keeps on showing off with it. Anyways, Ruff says that he is sick of being treated like a joke, and he wants to fight both Gargano and Priest. Bro, if you think for 1 second that your short ass is going to take down Damian Priest, you gotta be out of your fucking mind. That's almost like throwing Goku's Kamehameha up in the air. Alright, actually straight up lifting Goku's Kamehameha up in the air. You know what I mean. So we got Rhea Ripley versus Io Shirai for the NXT Women's Champion. This was the main event of NXT. But surprisingly, it didn't go off air after that. Because after that, we had got Pat McAfee, Arnie Larkin, Danny Burch, and Pete Dunne. They were in the ring after this match. Of course, we're going to get to that in a minute. Alright, where? Where is... Oh, there she is. We got the brutality, Io... I mean, no. Imagine a brutality Io Shirai. Imagine Rhea Ripley becoming the genius of the sky. I'm just joking. But we got the genius of the sky, Io Shirai, NXT Women's Champion, versus This is mine! This is mine! This is mine! Brutality. Miss Rhea Ripley here. So Rhea and Shirai lock up. Anybody know what day it is?
What today is? It's hump day.
Oh, okay, I'm not going there. Ripley has the strength advantage. Io outspeeds Rhea Ripley, though Ripley goes for a clothesline, but Io dodges and hits a drop kick. Rhea
emoji
goes
smiling
for a
face with open mouth and tightly
fall-away
closed eyes.
slam
Emoji smiling
on
face with
Io,
open mouth
but
and tightly closed
Io
eyes.
instead tries
Emoji
to roll
smiling
up
face with open
Rhea.
mouth and tightly closed eyes.
So Rhea, she blocks the pinfall attempt, and Io hits a drop kick. This was a good match so far, but Io hits a drop kick on Rhea, sending her out of the ring. Io goes for a dive onto Rhea on the outside. But Rhea catches her with a forearm to the face. Then Rhea gets Io in an electric chair, then slams her face into the apron. And they go to commercial break. Back from commercial. Io is on top of Rhea Ripley in the ring. Io goes for a Meteora on Ripley in the corner. But Ripley dodges and slams Io into the mat face first. Ripley grabs Io's hair and picks her up. Then goes for a suplex on Io. Io reverses into an inside cradle, but Rhea kicks out. Ripley hits a suplex on Io and pins her for 2. Rhea locks in a seated abdominal stretch on Io. Io fights to her feet and shoves Rhea into the corner. Rhea picks up Io and sits her on the top turnbuckle. Rhea goes to the second rope and looks for a superplex. By the way, folks, the chat's still open for those of you who want to chat while I'm continuing to read. Io fights out and goes for a powerbomb. So then Rhea blocks. But Io instead, folks, hits a German suplex on Rhea. Io runs at Rhea in the corner. I hate when I'm getting something wrong in the middle of a review. I hate that shit. Don't you all hate that shit when you're doing a review and you're saying something, but then you get it wrong? You be like, God dang it, I got it wrong. You be like, something, I mean this or I mean that. I hate that, man. I hate getting something wrong and I have to recorrect it. Damn. Well, Rhea picks up Io and sits her on the top turnbuckle. Rhea goes to the second rope, looks for a suplex. Io fights out, goes for a powerbomb. Rhea blocks, but Io instead hits a German suplex on Rhea. Io runs at Rhea in the corner, hitting her with a back elbow. Io hits a palm strike and a double stomp onto Rhea. Io hits a running drop kick onto Rhea, pinning her for 2. Io locks in a crossface on Ripley. Ripley rolls into a pin, so Io releases the pin. Rhea hits Io with a big boot. Io goes after Rhea's left arm. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm just joking. Then plants her on the mat, arm first. Io hits a running drop kick onto Ripley's arm. Ripley goes for a scoop slam, but Io is able to block and land on the apron. Io bends Ripley's arm over the top rope and then drives her elbow over the apron. Rhea and Io fight on the apron until Io takes Rhea off the apron, tossing her into the ring steps arm first as we go to commercial break. Oh, I'm scared. I'm just playing. Back from commercial, Ripley hits Io with a superplex. Rhea pins Io for 2. Ripley picks up Io by the hair. Both women trade blows. Ripley hits Io with knee strikes to the face and a drop kick, pinning Io for 2 again. Whew. Goes to show how brutal this match was. Rhea stomps on Io, then goes for her inverted cloverleaf submission. Rhea spins Io around, then plants her, keeping the submission in. Io gets to the ropes, forcing a break on the submission. Rhea picks up Io and goes for the Riptide. Shirai counters and takes Rhea down with an armbar attempt. Rhea blocks the armbar attempt. Ripley goes for a powerbomb, but Io blocks and locks in the armbar. Ripley reaches the ropes, forcing a break. And you know what the fans were saying that time. Io goes for 2 Tiger feint kicks, but Ripley dodges. Io hits Ripley with a palm strike, then lands a Tiger feint kick once again for 3rd time in a row. Then Io hits Rhea with a missile drop kick from the top, pinning Rhea for 2. Io hits a Meteora on Ripley, then goes for a moonsault. Ripley rolls out of the way, but Io lands on her feet. Ripley hits Io with a clothesline, pinning her for 2. Ripley stomps on Io and goes for the Riptide again, but Io reverses into a DDT, which was a very, very nice DDT, by the way, by Io Shirai. Just want to throw that out there. Ripley gets to her feet on the apron, and Io hits a diving sunset flip powerbomb onto Ripley. That was a nice powerbomb as well, sending Rhea Ripley through the announce table. Oh my god. Powerbomb on the announce table, man, that was the best. That was really awesome. That was the main thing that was awesome. The power of Io Shirai. I could not believe Io Shirai could pick up a woman that size. That fucking size? Woo! She was like an angry cat, man. I mean, really. Seriously. Seriously. Hey, give it up for Io Shirai. I mean, I'm just saying. The way she picked her up on the and powerbombed her on the announce table, that was insane, man. Seriously. Ripley gets to her feet on the apron, and Io hits a diving sunset flip powerbomb on Ripley, sending Ripley through an announce table. Ripley rolls back into the ring just in time to break the referee's count. Io hits Ripley with a moonsault, pinning her for the win. Gotta give her a pause for that one. Io Shirai, you absolutely deserve that one, because that was a good one. This was oh man, I am something else, man. Seriously, I really am. I try to be funny when I can, folks. When I want to, anyway. Man, this Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley NXT Women's Championship match was awesome, man. Both women are awesome. Their styles mesh together so well, man. Awesome job to both women, man. I give my thumbs up to both women as well. I think one of them is going to be Shotzi's final teammate, unless NXT has some sort of surprise for us. Wouldn't be surprised if Rhea Ripley becomes their final teammate, or a NXT female recruit from the Performance Center making their debut as their teammate. I mean, I'm just saying. Could be Shirai from Japan. Could be Shirai Fujimura. After all, she has been training in the Performance Center. Now, Larkin and all of them are in the ring. Let's go back to the Xia Li and Boa storyline for a minute. Folks, could it be a possibility that Miku Satomura could be in this Xia Li and Big Boa storyline? Could it be? Could it be the debut of Miku and her first feud with Xia Li? Do you think it's going to be Sairi Fujimura being in a part of this storyline? Or do you think it's going to be the return of Karen Q? I think it's going to be the return of Karen Q. I think Karen Q and Xia Li are going to feud first. And then Karen Q is going to turn, I think it's going to turn heel on Kacy Catanzaro and Kayden Carter to join Xia Li to actually become allies or enemies with Xia Li. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, there's got to be there's got to be another new stable forming on NXT soon. It's got to be. It's got to be the stable of Xia Li, Karen Q, and Boa. Got to be. That's the best I can come up with. I did a video on what's going on with Boa and Xia Li. The video's still on there. The news on that's still on there. If you want to check out that video, it's still on my channel. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and move on. Or actually, hold on. I got something else. I got some news on Rhea Ripley likely being called up to the main roster. We need to go over that real quick. So, the news on Rhea Ripley likely headed for the main roster. So, we know, because we just reviewed it, we know that Ripley lost clean in the middle of the ring after a punishing contest this week. But folks, this is typically how NXT likes to write their superstars off of the brand. Now, check this out, folks. During Wrestling Observer Radio, is going to the main roster. I agree with this guy. Absolutely agree. So, that's what he said. Io Shirai could have been her final match with the black and gold brand. Not sure yet. But, folks, we'll have to see if Rhea Ripley shows up on the main roster soon. Which I hope, because if she shows up on the main roster, she needs to go to SmackDown. Because the SmackDown women's division on there, the SmackDown women's roster, needs to be filled up. Rhea Ripley will be a good welcome addition to SmackDown. She needs to go to SmackDown. Bruce! I hope Bruce gets fired, because there is news on WWE looking for a new lead writer for both Raw and SmackDown. And I'm hoping this means the firing of Bruce and the other writers for Raw and SmackDown, because they absolutely fucking suck at writing these shows. Especially Bruce and Vince McMahon. Now, I'm not leaving Vince McMahon out. Oh, no. He's not out the window just yet. I think he needs to remove himself from office. He does, really. But anyways, still, we'll see if Rhea shows up on the main roster soon. If she does, she needs to go to SmackDown. They could have a spot for her at Survivor Series if they work her into the plans fast enough. Right now, there seems to be a big question mark regarding what her next move is. Her next move needs to be her getting devoted to fucking SmackDown. Don't be trying to keep her on NXT and then put her in a feud that she's already been in. Don't do no stupid shit like that now with Rhea Ripley. Demote her to SmackDown. She needs to go to SmackDown. Like I said, SmackDown Women's Division, SmackDown Women's roster needs to be filled up. There are currently 10 female superstars on the SmackDown Women's roster. You need about like 4 or 5 more female talents on that SmackDown Women's roster, and you'll have 15. You'll have all 15 WWE SmackDown female superstars, just like Raw has 15. Raw women's superstars on that roster. That way it'll be even. SmackDown women's roster have 15. Raw women's roster have 15. There we go. There you even. Alright. Just thought I want to throw that news out there on Rhea Ripley being called up to the main roster. Thought I want to throw that news out there. Anyways. So. Io and Ripley shake hands and hug after their match, showing a deep respect for each other as they both head up the ramp. Finn Balor stands in the ring with his own championship at a mic. He congrats Io Shirai first, but then says, "Let's get down to business." He talks about how he hasn't been seen since he defended his championship. And he now has 3 plates in his jaw. That's pretty embarrassing. Or, that's pretty sad, should I say. I don't think he necessarily feels embarrassed. I think he just feels hurt that he has to have 3 plates in his jaw. It was that bad. Finn Balor stands in the ring with his own championship. And basically, before he can say more, Pat McAfee, Pete Dunne, Arnie Larkin, and Danny Burch come down to the ring. McAfee says that this is their house now. Pat McAfee's doing a great job with the stable, I gotta admit. He says that he is sure that Finn Balor saw what they did. They killed Drake Maverick, Killian Dane, Breezango in the Undisputed Era, as they rightfully did. They did. Hey, I'll admit, kudos to Pat McAfee and his stable for putting them down. I mean, they really did, man. They did what they had to do. You know, they remind me of the Hurt Business over on Raw. Put the business in the hurt, or put the hurt in the business. McAfee and his goons surround the ring. McAfee says that if Finn respects NXT, he will hand his title over to them, or he will end up like everyone else. Balor says it's easy for the mics to play while the cat is away. But the cat is back, and look what I just dragged in. And I thought he was going to kill it right there and then, but Finn Balor ruined the taste, man. Damn, I thought he was going to kill it. No! I thought it sounded like he was rapping, it sounded like he was rhyming. He tried. It didn't work. You tried, Finn Balor. It didn't quite go well for you. I understand you tried the rhyme, but you didn't connect. You failed. You miserably failed trying to rhyme here. Anyways, the lights cut and Undisputed Era's music hits. All 4 members rush to the ring, and Cole hits McAfee with a boot to the face. The rest of the 6-man brawl around and inside the ring as NXT goes off air. Now, I got some news on the WWE NXT and AEW viewership. So, of course, as always, NXT lost big to AEW this week. So, Showbuzz Daily reports that AEW Dynamite pulled in an overnight average of 850,000 viewers. They scored a .37 in the 1849 demographic, and they were number 7 in cable for the night. WWE NXT did not chart in the top 50 shows. NXT brought in 638,000 viewers and a .14 in the 18-49 demographic. They ranked number 56 in the night. Last week saw AEW Dynamite brought in 764,000 viewers. WWE NXT brought in 632,000 viewers. That viewership was up from the last week. AEW brought in .32 in the 18-49 demographic, while WWE NXT brought in .16. The week prior saw AEW drew 717,000 viewers. WWE NXT brought in 610,000 viewers. Neither show ranked in the top 50 cable shows this week, as each spot was taken by news programs. AEW brought in .30 in the 18-49 demographic and ranked number 56. WWE NXT earned a .14 rating in the 18-49 demographic in the number 68 spot. Now, if you want to know about the previous week, here's the previous week. The previous week saw AEW Dynamite brought in 781,000 viewers. NXT's Halloween Havoc, which was one of the best NXT shows of 2020. It brought in 876,000 viewers. The week before that saw AEW brought in 753,000 with a .3 in the 18-49 demographic. As you all know, Halloween Havoc was one of the best NXT shows that NXT could ever produce. One of the greatest NXT Halloween Havoc shows 2020. One of the greatest shows ever. The best shows ever. Anyways, AEW Dynamite was one of the greatest shows that AEW could ever produce as well. So, they were number 13. AEW Dynamite was number 13 in the night. NXT brought in 644,000 viewers with a .16 in the 18-49 demographic. They were number 56 in the night. The week prior saw AEW Dynamite with 826,000 viewers and a .30 in the 18-49 demographic. NXT brought in 651,000 with a .17 in the 18-49 demographic. AEW Dynamite beat NXT by 175,000 viewers that week. And WWE announced the NXT Wargames pay-per-view. And last but not least, folks, NXT announced or WWE actually announced a main event match for NXT Wargames. So, NXT, as you all know, is bringing Wargames back on December 6th. Pretty sure you all saw this news and saw this reports on social media about this. This week's episode set up a huge main event match. NXT concluded with Finn Balor taking the mic. I've already told y'all that. After Rhea Ripley lost an NXT Women's title match to Io Shirai, Balor's promo was interrupted by Pat McAfee and his crew. This resulted in a big brawl after the Undisputed Era's surprise return. After the chaos, WWE announced that the Undisputed Era will take on Pat McAfee, Pete Dunne, Ray Larkin, and Danny Burch in the main event of War Games and one of the event's signature matches. So, folks, I'm telling you right now, right here, right now, man, I'm telling you, this should be a war on December the 6th. So be sure you check back with my sources, my good old friends on Twitter, Ringside News, for consistent updates. Be sure you check in with me for the updates as well, because I'll be giving you updates on that as well, too. Folks, that's going to do it for your November the 18th, 2020 NXT review. If you enjoyed my review, hit that thumbs up. If you didn't, hit that thumbs down. It's okay. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Just give me your honest opinion about my review. That's all. No pun intended, you know. But, folks, I'm getting on out of here. My SmackDown review will be live. Before my SmackDown review, my WWE SmackDown live stream will be live, giving you my live reaction to SmackDown. So I'll be live on Twitter, or not Twitter, but YouTube, while I stream the review. SmackDown review will be live, and I'm gonna be dropping a couple Ingram Wrestling news videos this Saturday too, maybe two. And I think one of them should be on news on what's going to be on tonight's SmackDown. Not sure. You'll find out. But I know I'm dropping two Ingram Wrestling news videos today and tomorrow. So, have on those notifications, folks. Please hit that subscribe button. I got 112 subscribers. I'm on the road to 1,000. So subscribe. I need more subscribers, folks. You know I need more than 112. Also, I need more followers on Twitter as well, and on Twitch. And get me some more of those likes as well, folks. I'm out of here, folks. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you have a good weekend, man. And I will see you live on YouTube for my live reaction to Friday Night SmackDown. So, yeah. And you will hear from me on my SmackDown review. I'm out of here. Peace.